Are you guys enjoying this? Seriously, if there's anything I can do differently for you guys, if there's any questions you've got, anybody you want me to highlight, I'm all ears. Mount Polumbus is here to serve the people. Look at this. A lot of green grass. Jaleel doesn't end up with too many yards when the game's all said and done, but he did have a couple nice runs. Okay, let's back it up, pause, back it up, pause. Okay, let's look. Garrett Bowles has got his guy hooked. Okay, I can't tell who this tight end is on the outside. I'd love to see his hat on the outside shoulder, so we have an opportunity to actually push this ball all the way and hit it front side. Because our tight end's hat's a little bit short, we're gonna have to bounce this ball back. But Garrett Bowles has got his guy hooked. Luke Wattenberg has got his guy hooked. Quinn Miners has got his guy hooked. Everybody has got their guys sealed off. Ben Powers is moving here, trying to get up to 45. Does a good job walling him off. That's a well-executed run play. Well done across the board. Okay. All right. Great protection. Just bad ball. Great protection, bad ball. That's all it is. Okay, moving on to the next play. I got to say, I like the protection from the offensive line. What I don't like, okay, I'll back up. I'll show you guys one of my pet peeves. Here's one of my pet peeves, okay? We've got max protection going on here, okay? So we got 82 over there on the right side of the formation on our left as we look at it. We're going to keep him in protection. So that means we've got a back slide going on. Everybody's going to slide to the left. Garrett Bowles is going to be responsible for whoever the widest rusher is on the left-hand side, whether that's the defensive end, corner, safety, it doesn't matter. And everybody else is going to have to work. You're like on a rope, okay? So if one guy's got to go to the next guy further, then everybody's got to come with him. But because we're in max protection, it leaves our tight end out there man on man with Max Crosby. Not a great matchup. Not a great matchup at all. And, you think a lot as a play caller, how can I help out my offensive lineman? How can I come up with a game plan where Max Crosby isn't going to wreck shop on us all the time? So there's a lot of ways you could do it. Not a lot, a handful of ways you could do it. You could come out in max protection and hope that Max Crosby is lined up on the other side. Well, that Max Crosby always lines up over the right tackle. So if you go max pro, maybe put your tight end over on the left side of the formation rather than the right. The other way you could go about it is you've got running back help, chip help, you've got tight end chip, or you can just have a tight end presence. You can put a tight end outside of Max Crosby so it channels him into your right tackle. To me, that's a much more effective way to handle a top flight pass rusher in the NFL, because when you ask a tight end to go one-on-one with Max Crosby, it's usually not going to end up in the Broncos' favor. That's not a shot at our guys. That's a league-wide thing. Tight ends just don't practice pass protection like offensive linemen do. I mean, the tight ends are working on a lot. They got to be involved in the passing game, the running game. And most of the time when offensive linemen are doing one-on-ones in pass protection, tight ends are over there doing one-on-ones as a wide receiver defensive back drill. So they just don't get the reps. And when you get them lined up on a premier pass rusher, you see this happen all the time. All right, what's our next series? 52-59, 52-59. Man, we go a long time. Raiders end up with the ball for a long time between this next possession. In real time, in film time, it's 13 minutes that the Raiders have it. In real time, who knows how long that was. There we are. Okay, let me check the comments here real quick if anybody else has got anything else going on. Um, Ball security was great. Overall, not bad. That's the best thing the Bo Nix has been doing in the last 2 games. He's been protecting the football. He's been taking care of the football. The Broncos won that game because the Broncos got 3 turnovers and a pick six. Sean Payton said after the game, anytime you score defensively, your team's going to win 80% of the time. Add that on with 2 more turnovers by the Broncos defense and 0 turnovers from the Broncos offense. Bo Nix taking care of the football. That's the best thing that he's been doing. Seems like he's taking what the defense has given him and not putting the ball in harm's way. Okay, that's 2 different people talking about ball security. Yeah, it's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's part of the reason why you're not pressing the ball down the field so much. Any news on the severity of the 2 O-line injuries? No, I don't know anything about the injuries right now. Mount Polumbus, so good to find your channel. Big fan from Huntsville, Alabama. Appreciate you tuning in from Huntsville. Okay, might as well again take a quick second here to beg and plead. Check out my YouTube channel. Links in the bio. Please subscribe. That's it. Self promo over. Back to the film. What do we got here? Okay, we're going to go in solo formation. We got 2 tight ends. Oh, Frank Crumb's in the game. No, that's not Crumb. That's gosh dang it. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Okay. Our right tackle here, look, gets thrust into the game. He's got to, as I get to this shot, you're going to bring your tight end down. Okay. He's got to have to check on Max Crosby. Then he's got to have to climb up to 41 here. He gets way too heavy trying to help out there on 98. He forgets he's got to climb up to 41. Ooh, but what I do like is watch our right guard. Watch Quinn Miners here. Great reach. Great reach. Got a good double team on the backside. Hey, running the football is hard in the NFL. Picking up 3 or 4 yards, we'll take it. I love this effort from Cortland Sutton. He hadn't been involved in the game. This is his first catch of the game. You could tell that he was motivated. He breaks a tackle, sheds another guy, picks up a first down, spins the ball, says, "Give me the rock more." Bo Nix, give me the ball. Captain this football team. I'm the number 1 wide receiver on the team. I need more targets. He does. Cortland Sutton does need more targets. How's our pro? Great protection. Great protection. All right, let me back up to the wide view. Let's see what we got down the field. Oh. Check out 84. Little Jordan Humphrey. We got Marvin Mims on the deep, on the outside, down on the left. We got the middle of the field. Looks like we got 2 home run balls if you want it. Again, I have no clue what the progression is. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I do. So I don't know if those guys were in the progression. It sure seems to me, though, you got 2 home run balls. You end up taking the safest option. Look, I'm not going to be mad at you. You complete the ball. But to me, this looks like a great opportunity to push the ball down the field if you look at the still shot. Oh, those guys, you don't get any more wide open in the NFL than you had there from 2 different receivers. See, and I think part of the problem here, what happens, if you watch Bo, okay, right there, I'm going to pause it. That pocket's beautiful, man. He doesn't have to move anywhere. But if you're going to do anything, just step up into the pocket. And Bo is looking to the left side of the field. So I'm not sure why he didn't see Marvin Mims or he didn't see little Jordan Humphrey, because it seems to me like he's looking right at him. But what I think happens here is he thinks he has pressure that he doesn't have. So he's going to escape the pocket here to the left, to the right a little bit. I think if he just steps up in the pocket, you might see him. Look, you gain yards. Never mad about gaining yards. Oh, God. What are we doing here, boys? What are we doing? Luke Wattenberg, what are we doing? He thinks we're underneath center. Broadcasters made a big deal out of that in the game. They all had a few jokes in there. You think you know when you got a guy's hand underneath your ass, but you don't. You think you know when you're in shotgun because you don't feel dude's hand underneath your ass. Luke Wattenberg apparently didn't feel it, didn't care, thought he was underneath center. Not good. Bad ball. Bad ball. Here's our home run ball. Here's our hero shot. Hero shot. Let's back up. No. I don't want to go to the still on this one. Okay, I'm going to pause it right now. This is the play that this play is what caused the sideline spat with Sean Payton and Bo Nix. Matter of fact, I think I've got it. Okay, I'm going to play it for you here real quick, and then we'll come back to the game. Here's what happens after this series is over. Sean Payton comes up to Bo Nix, is all heated. Okay, so Sean Payton's all ticked off because this play came out with the formation flipped from what he wanted. Troy Franklin is down here to the field side. He wanted Troy Franklin to the boundary side. Actually, at least that's the way they explained it in the game. They wanted Troy Franklin on the opposite side of the field. Sean Payton's all bent out of shape because in the huddle, Bo Nix was confused on the play call. They end up calling the formation this way. Let me back it up to the beginning. Okay, let's see. Okay, so he wanted everything to the opposite side of the field. Gets the sideline all ticked off. I think Bo Nix, look, if you watch this play, darn it, rewind. Okay, watch Marvin Mims though. Marvin Mims has got two home run shots here. Okay, Marvin Mims on the top side of the play. Again, I think the progression probably starts up on the top side rather than the bottom. I think that Bo Nix just sees Troy Franklin get a step on his guy, bypasses the progression, says, look, I'm going hero ball here. I'm going for the home run shot. He throws a beautiful ball. Sean Payton gets to the sideline. He's all ticked off. They said after the game it was because the play got flipped. He didn't want it flipped. I think that the easier home run ball here actually would have been to Marvin Mims. As I rewind it for you, watch right here, lined up right over the numbers. Boom. Look, it doesn't matter. Whatever. He saw Troy Franklin, had a beat on him. That was a beautiful ball. Couldn't have put it in a better spot. Troy Franklin's just got to come down with this catch. He's got to come down with the catch. Boom. Ropes that thing right in the bread basket. Got to come down with that sucker. If you do come down with it, I think we're all singing a little bit of different tune about Bo Nix being aggressive. Look, I like it, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Bo Nix was in the wrong. I don't know if he called the play wrong, if Sean Payton's right. But here's what I know that I do love. I love the moxie that Bo Nix had when he came to the sideline. To me, that's different than a dude that's talking back. That's a dude that's standing his ground. That's a dude that believes in what he saw. That's a dude that's got passion for it, right? And we go back to what happened last year with Russell Wilson, a very, very similar moment when Sean comes to the sideline and he starts giving it to Russ. And Russ just stares at him more like this. more like the deer in the headlight looks, right? And to me, at that moment, I knew that relationship was over forever with Sean Payton, because Sean Payton looked at Russ at that moment. He said, "You got no spine." That's what he said. That's what he thought to himself. And when Bo Nix comes to the sideline, yeah, he's talking back to his coach, but you know what his coach sees? He sees spine. He sees a dude that's got some pride. He's got some passion for the game. Sean Payton said today, he said after the game, and he said today, that he loved the passion from his quarterback. There's no problem here at all. I think this is a moment that is going to unify these two guys. And then the guys on the sideline, they see Bo Nix go out there. He's confident in what he had. The quarterback coach, Davis Webb, he had his quarterback's back. He's talking to Sean Payton. So Davis Webb and Bo Nix, they're on the same page. For whatever reason, Sean Payton is the only one that isn't on the same page between those three guys. And then you see the team rally behind this guy. And this moment right here really was the spark that got this Broncos offense going. And after this series is when the Broncos take over the game, and it starts to get ugly for the Las Vegas Raiders. In what world, this is hilarious to me, Wes, in what world am I talking trash on Bo Nix there? I literally just said it was a beautiful ball. Couldn't have been any better. Troy Franklin's got to come down with that thing 9 out of 10 times. I just said I love the passion from Bo Nix. I just said that that's a dude that other guys are going to look at and want to play for. At what point did you hear me talking trash about him? I'd love to know that. That's actually comical to me. Were you listening to what I was saying? Thanks for listening. Please subscribe. Love you, Wes. We'll talk trash to each other more often. All love, brother. All right, go back to the film. Come down with that ball. Got to come down with that ball, Troy. Got to do it, man. Okay, we've only got a couple possessions left in the game. 58-29. Okay. Play action. Got another home run shot. Bo doesn't like anything down the field. Let's see if he had anything down the field. Okay. Probably could have thrown that ball to Cortland Sutton. Definitely don't mind the decision to take off and run when you pick up yards like that. I ain't gonna be mad at you. He probably had a window to throw that ball to Cortland Sutton if he wanted to, and when you go play action, that's when you're trying to push the ball down the field. When you drop back into a 5-step, 7-step, that's not when you're trying to push the ball down the field. It's play action shots when you try to get it. All right, let's check out the offensive line here. We've got no effort coming from the left side. Don't know what's going on over there. Matt Pert is doing a great job, and Quinn Miners is in a fight for his life. Fantastic protection. Bo Nix takes off. I love the wheels of Bo Nix. His feet have been a tremendous asset for the Broncos this year, and I like the fact that he's not trying to get out of the pocket. He's not just running to run. He seems to me to be running at appropriate times, and his feet have been a real weapon for the Broncos. Unfortunately, he wasn't the leading rusher. When Bo Nix is the leading rusher, that's when we got problems. Okay. Dang it. Polumbus Dumbo messed it up again. All right, let's watch Garrett Bowles. Let's watch Ben Powers. Great double team. Bowlesy gets hung up. Bowlesy is clearly trying to sell it like he gets held here. You'll see as he sticks his arm up in the air, he's trying to draw a flag. He probably does get held. Luke Wattenberg, pretty good block. I'd love to see him keep that guy to his backside. He's got to keep running his feet. He's got him torqued right there, but now he's got to flip his hips and he's got to keep him to the right-hand side. Quinn Miners has definitely got good leverage. Pert's got good leverage because Quinn Miners and Matt Pert do their job on the backside. We've got a good run here. Okay. We got a quick hitter designed Screen for, is that Jaleel? Yeah, it's Jaleel down there. Actually, I don't know if this is a screen. There's nobody out there to block for him. Looks like it's just a little bubble pass. Jaleel's got to make a play there. I mean, not easy, but when you throw that ball, you throw it to your quick guys, you throw it to your shifty guys, because you know you've got one-on-one out there. You're just counting on your guy to be able to make a move and pick up some yards. Okay, got a draw. Javonte Williams running like a bowling ball, getting downhill fast, flex on him, double arm flex. How those biceps looking, Javonte? I love it. Okay, let's check out the offensive line play. Good job by Adam Troutman here. He's going to get up on 41. Javonte takes off. I like the blocking from Josh Reynolds downfield. Run that dude over. Get up. Flex on him. Flex on him. Shrug those shoulders. Now the Broncos are playing ball. Broncos are feeling themselves now. Get nothing on this one. Let's find out why. Okay. Quinn's got a decent. Quinn lets this guy cross face on him. He can't let that happen. He's got him backside, so he's not feeling the pressure like he's going to cross face. But Quinn's got to make sure that guy doesn't get it over his left-hand shoulder there. Matt Pert's got an easy block here. He also messes up, lets his guy cross face on him. So I'd give a minus over there to those two guys. Ben Powers gets top heavy, lets his guy just swim over the top on him. This one is not blocked very well. And the key block for why this doesn't go anywhere is because Quinn Miners lets his guy cross face him. Okay, we got a little bootleg here. Get out of the pocket. You're running the ball well. That's when you can run your bootlegs. When you're not running the ball well, it's tough to run the bootlegs. Broncos have been. So we're going to go little drop off. Tough running. Good catch. Good pass. Easy play. When you run the ball well, it's funny how easy the passing game can be. This is just good vision from Javonte. He's patient. I don't know if you guys remember Le'Veon Bell. This carry reminds me of Le'Veon Bell a little bit. Watch how patient he is here. He doesn't try to force it down the middle. He waits for something to pop open, makes a little jump cut to the left, and gets himself. Did he score? No, he didn't score on that, did he? I was going to say he got himself a tutty, but he did not get himself a tutty. Ooh. Let's watch our right guard and our right tackle over here. Looks like somebody got pancake. Oh, I love it, Matt Pert. I love it, brother. Get in the game. Let him know you. Let him feel you. Quinn Miners actually gets ricocheted off this block, but 79 comes in and just finishes it. He gets a little bit of a tabletop, goes schoolyard on him, back on the playground, tosses him over Quinn Miners. I don't care. That's a pancake in my book. Garrett Bowles. Ballsy. Let's watch it, brother. Ballsy running his feet, got his hands on him, not letting him go. Good job. Good job, Broncos. What the hell happens here? Super. QB sneak this thing, Risky decision, Bo. I'm not going to lie. I generally speaking don't love this. I don't mind it when running backs get a head start. They stick that ball over. So many things can go wrong here. Whatever. You get the ball across. Never a bad idea when you score. Damn good push over. Watch 60. Watch 77. Your center, your right guard. Great movement. Ben Powers has got an ISO block over there on his own because the center leaves him, goes to the right-hand side. Ben Powers does a good job here. They don't even need the tush push. Bo Nix goes high, sticks that ball out. They score. Tends to scare the hell out of me when guys do that, though. Okay, minute 12 or an hour 12. Last drive for the Broncos. Javonte running hard. Doesn't go down with the first guy. Okay, there's some confusion going on here between Quinn Miners. It looks to me like he thinks Matt Pert is coming with him on the double team. There's no way that Pert should be going with him. We got an extra tackle in the game. So we got a tackle heavy on the right-hand side with 73. They're going to combo block there. Quinn Miners, I don't know if he just whiffs on this guy or if he thinks he's got help coming, but he ends up getting beat. Javonte just makes a great play. He sheds the guy that Quinn whiffs on. Then he sheds the next guy, gains some yards. Again, could not be more impressed with the way Javonte Williams has been running the football. We're in garbage time here, so we're running the ball to finish out the game. It's always tough running right now when everybody knows it. Ooh, I like that from Quinn though. Watch the belly here. That's a good double team. Good job by Troutman. Just nowhere to go, really, but solid effort across the board. All right, whatever. Call timeout, punt. And that's a wrap for the Broncos. They've got one more series. They come out and they get to do the best play in football, victory formation. I used to call it Hot Carl, right? Victory formation, the best play in football. That's what you work for. You know, honestly, I feel pretty good about that game, especially after watching the film. I thought Bo Nix took what was out there for him. I thought that there was probably more he could have done in the first half, and there were probably 2 or 3 throws that he'd like to have back. But I would say in the big picture, man, that's progress. That's progress for the QB. That's progress for this team. You finally got that monkey off your back. You beat the Raiders, who beat you 8 straight times. And now that's over with. That's done with. So you can go start your own streak now. Look, I'm going to toss out the Jets game, even though I don't think you probably should, because there's a lot that could be learned there. But if you want to toss the Jets game out because of the weather, now you've got 2 games in a row, kind of, between the Tampa game and the Raiders, in which Bo Nix has played pretty dang good football. He's yet to have a moment where he goes out there and he looks like Jaden Daniels. And that's all right. Caleb Williams looked like the number 1 pick last week. He hasn't looked like either one of those guys, but we've got slow organic growth going on right now between for our quarterback. I think our play caller is starting to figure things out with him, and I like the direction that this team is going in. All right, let me just see what else we got. Carlitos, thank you for doing this. You are welcome. I am having a blast doing this stuff. Mount Polumbus Speaks has turned out to be a blast. I've took forever to dive into the podcast world, but man, this has been great being able to interact with you guys one-on-one. Took some time, set up my background there. Okay, I tuned in late, but how much Javonte's recent success is attributed to better O-line play? Well, obviously, there's a little bit of tomato there, right? When you're running the ball well, it's tough to run the ball well when you don't get good block from the offensive line. So I will say I think the offensive line has done pretty well in the running game, but Javonte he looks better, man. You can tell. He looks fresher. He looks crisp. He just looks like he's he's got something to prove right now. So yes, the O-line has helped out, but Javonte Williams just found that next gear. Mel, great show, big man. Appreciate you, Mel. All right. Curious your guys' thoughts, how you're feeling about the season. Sitting here 3-2, man. Pretty amazing. Pretty freaking amazing. After the way this season started, 0-2, to be sitting here 3-2, you got an AFC West win. You got the Chargers coming up next. That's a team you can beat. After you look at the film, check this out. Here's a crazy stat for you. Justin Herbert has yet to throw for over 200 yards this season. It's pretty wild, man. I mean, we all know that Harbaugh loves to run the football. And yeah, Justin Herbert got banged up. He got the high ankle sprain. But he has yet to throw for 200 yards. And the Chargers are kind of sputtering. So I think the Broncos got a great opportunity. You go Chargers, you go Saints, you go Panthers. I don't want to go crazy here because I definitely am not this guy. I think you could win all three of those games. Is that crazy to say? I think you could win all three of those games. I know that all three of those games are winnable. Will they win them? I don't know. But I promise you all three of those games are teams that you can beat. The Panthers suck. The Saints had that one offensive juggernaut performance where they put up 41 points, but they've lost 3 straight. The Chargers are sputtering. Hell, man, there could be a world here where the Broncos are looking at 6-2. I'm not going to go crazy because I actually don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Broncos have gotten to the point yet where they're going to be able to win 6 straight games. You got to get more offense going if you're going to do that. But in theory, this is feasible. It's very, very feasible. And you could get to the halfway mark of this season, not only 500, but you could be above 500. So look, Broncos country has got a lot of reasons to be hopeful right now. And Bo Nix is getting better. We got a long ways to go. And Bo needs to keep climbing. He's got to keep climbing. But if you continue to take care of the football, good things will happen. Defense plays the way they've been playing. You create turnovers. Shoot, you'll be in just about every football game this year if the defense continues to play that way. All right, appreciate you guys tuning in. I will get to my keys to victory for the Chargers in a couple days. I'll give you a little bit of a preview there, show you some matchups that concern me and some matchups that I think we can exploit the Chargers on. Stay tuned. Again, quick reminder, please go subscribe to Mount Polumbus over on YouTube. The link is in my bio, and stay tuned. Mount Polumbus will be back with you guys soon. Love you all.